Bishop, as the acting chairman of the Superintendent's Board, I, by the will of God, present to you, praise the Lord, this young man, or young, by the will of God, the chairman, present to you Elder Terry Lee Cooper to be installed as the superintendent of Greater East Texas District within Greater Texas Southeast First Jurisdiction.
Thank you. Elder Terry Lee Cooper, as the newly installed or designated superintendent of the Greater East Texas District and the saints of our Lord Jesus Christ within the Greater Texas Southeast First Jurisdiction, do you promise to preach the word of God, rightly dividing it, and live it as an example before this very district? All right. I can't hear you.
I will, so help me God.
All right. Do you, Elder Terry Lee Cooper, promise to care for the sick and shut-ins, their burdens, counsel, advise them, seeking to encourage, enrich, and serve them in this life, so that you might discharge your duty as a faithful minister of Jesus Christ?
I do, so help me God.
Do you, Elder Terry Lee Cooper, promise to teach these saints who are under your instruction, first, the doctrine of Jesus, the doctrine of the Church of God in Christ, its constitution and governing laws of the Church?
I do, so help me God.
Are you, Elder Terry Lee Cooper, willing to serve faithfully, holding the trust of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the Holy Ghost, and the charter of this church in Corinth, to the best of your knowledge until such time that kingdom, promotion, divine providence, or unforeseen events to move you?
I will, by the help of God.
Let me first say to you, those who are listening, every oath of office is administered to the person who wins the election. This is a choice because of prayer and fasting. I did that before ever I called him to advise him of the decision. So all of us have oaths, no matter what it is that you strive to do in this life. You need to do it under some oath. Us saints, I made a vow to the Lord. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
What's the other part?
No, I won't take it
I
back.
won't take it. So that's what this is. This is a vow in front of this ecclesiastical Bible, symbol to hear him declare. But now he's done so, I'm going to ask the pastors, the elders, the missionaries, and the members of the Greater East Texas District, I'm going to ask you to stand. All the pastors, all of the members, you are a member of any of the churches representing you. Thank you so much. This is to you. Do you, the members of the Greater East Texas District, promise to respect, assist, honor, support, and encourage Elder Terry Lee Cooper as your superintendent and follow him as he follows Christ? All right, before you sit down, this one isn't in the book. Do you promise to let him handle his business? And keep your mind on your own. If you have an art or anything with which you disagree, will you discuss it with him before you discuss it with another human being? And then lastly, will you not advise your relative to talk about, usurp, offer umbrage, or disrespect for his leadership before you talk to God first himself. Amen. Now, just as he took thou, y'all just took one. Let me tell you, God is listening to what you say. So when you get mad with him, grab your mouth so it won't run off or get out of control. That's just a word of advice to you. Amen? Thank you so much. I heard my mother and father have a very serious argument. My dad had just finished whipping me, so I was really unhappy with it too. True story. So when he left, my mother and he had exchanged words. She began to mumble, I was just walking with us, I don't blame. Me too. She walked with me till she got to the broom closet. She took that broom out and she beat me across the room. And I said, but you mad with him too? She said, well, he's the one taking care of you. All right. Brothers and sisters, there's your caretaker. Amen. On his knees, he can get more done for you than your education. On his knees, he can get more done to you than your own prayer. On his knees are the prescription for the things that will heal you. On his knees, you'll find the glory that will reveal. Therefore, thank you for taking the word. But I want to thank you for taking this. Now, I, as jurisdictional bishop of Greater Texas Southeast First, commend you to God's keeping in the face of these witnesses, so that you may serve this district, love the people, and treat them as saints. Continue to preach the gospel, feed your flock, lead by the godly life, so that you may serve, save many, and in the end, gain eternal life for yourself through our Lord and Savior Jesus. Thank God. Congratulations. Go ahead and invite if you would you kneel? Would you come? Each of these administrative assistants will lay their hands on him and pray.
Precious God, the God of all wisdom, God of all power, God of all grace, we pray God, for this servant today, for his courage, for his faith, for his spiritual stamina. God, we pray for him that he will let you be his guide, his director, his strength, God, everything he needs. In you, Lord, in you, he lives, in you, he moves, in you, he has his being. In the name of Jesus, bless God, bless him, serve him, empower him, and give him direction. Jesus, bless Lord, his wife, she stand by his side. Jesus' name, give her, God, the patience, give her, God, the patience, the understanding, the tenderness you need, God, to comfort you in Jesus' name. And we thank you. Lord, we thank you. We bless your name. Thank you, Lord. Now, God, I ask that you seal this day. You set it aside. You called from among all of the other vessels, those that were born on this day, those that were all in his life at other times. You set him apart, but you set him apart to sacred service. Now fill him with your love, so that he'll love people in spite of how they treat him. Fill him
him with your hope. So he'll have the hope for the best in folk, regardless of how they treat him. Fill him with your glory. So that transparently they'll be able to see that he's full of you and not full of himself. Give his home a place of peace and a haven of hope. Give him help and strength so that when the devil attacks, he's fortified. He'll be able to stand in the day of redemption. Oh, come on, God. Give him an extra dose of help. In the name of Jesus. Would you let Lady Barbara, let his wife, Lord, be anointed with your presence. All of the things that first ladies are able to do, give her the ability to do. Help her to know that every step he takes is a step in the right direction. But it's always a place to move closer to you, because that's where your blessing will lie. Help her to help him, and then help him to help her. Unite them together, kind of magic that only you can do. And when people can't see the rust spots at night, when they may not know what way to turn, they may not know who to call or what to do, give them answers, Lord, even before they ask questions. But let them know that you are a God that can overcome every obstacle, every unintelligent move, every word spoken. Let them dismiss it as someone who knows not what they do. Give them what Jesus did, to be able to sing from their worst moment, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Bless this family simply because this man has taken this bold step. Give him what he needs, God. Just wrap your loving arms around him. Give him keeping power. Come on, God, give him keeping power. In the name of Jesus. Let his eyes be always on you, not filled with tears unless they're tears of joy. But let late in the midnight hour, sometime when he can't rest, ease him out of the bed. Drop him to his knees and let him find what he's looking for to give to the people. In the name of Jesus. In a moment's notice, give him information that will give them a lifetime of experience. I bless your name now. You called him, now use him. Clean him, then use him. Consecrate him, then use him. Commission him, then use him. Clean him, then use him. And use him until you use him up.
Yes, God.
Do these things for us. Then, Lord, bless this church, Galilee. Bless this district, East Texas district. Fortify them all in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Forever and a day. Amen. Amen.
Thankful today.
kind of full, kind of mixed emotions right now. But I'm grateful and I'm honored to stand beside him. I love him, but I love God first. So it's my desire to be a help and not a hindrance. And I just count it a privilege to stand before you. And I ask for your prayers. Because I was speaking with him prior to his acceptance, and I told him to say no. But I had to come back and tell him, whatever way God leads you, whatever he tells you, I'm here. I got you back. I'm here. And I'm thankful. And I told him, I said, I said, your mom and your dad, I said, especially your mother, would be so godly proud of him and where God has taken him, and to see that he's following in his father's footsteps. And I told him, I said, and my mom, as much as she worried about you, the last thing that she said when I talked to her before God took her home, she was worried about him and what's going on. And I told him about this, that he was contemplating. She said, baby, it's in God's hand. Yeah. She said, God didn't bring you this far to leave you. And she said, and I told her, I said, Mom, I thank you. I said, so since you're telling me that, don't you worry either. So I'm thankful today, and I'm thankful for the Greater East Texas District to be your First Lady, and I'm as proud of that as I am to be the First Lady of Galilee Church of God in Christ. Amen. I just want to let all to know that I love you from the depths of my heart, and as long as you keep him happy, I'll be happy.
Amen. We thank God today for this day. I do honor Bishop. Thank God for Bishop. Thank God for what I need and her absence. We thank God for her. Bishop Tate, I tell you, he's somebody. Amen. I thank God for Bishop. Amen. Praise God. Amen. I just thought about it a few days ago when we were talking prior to this. And I remember getting my iPad to take as many notes as I could to see if I really going to take the challenge. But he encouraged me so much in our talking. And when we got finished, I didn't have nothing there. Amen. I think the military need Bishop Tate, amen. They have any problem getting pilots to jump out of the plane. Only problem is, when you get through talking, someone might forget they get their parachute. We thank God for him and all the administrative assistants that came today. Superintendent Cooper, amen. I thank God for him. And he's just like another version of my father. Amen. He's the oldest brother in our family, and I thank God for him encouraging me and still tutoring me. I thank God for him. And all the great assistants that are here, superintendents, all my good friends, thank God for my wife. Amen. I got things in order, and I thank my pastor. We can get a little bit out of order. Missionary Henderson, district missionary, thank God for you. All the district, all the pastors and elders that are here. And that one thing I'd say, the district pastors, which is Elder Henderson and Elder Hadnot. One thing I can say about these brothers, they love God. So there's no problem there. They love God. They live holy. So that should make it easy. Amen. And I thank God for them. I thank God for my daughters. Amen. My granddaughters. My God kids. I have a lot of God kids here. I thank God for Elder Robinson. He was the one that was officiating earlier. And that's my first godson. Thank God for him. And I thank God for my siblings, which is one, Missionary Henderson, and also Marvel. Amen. Thank God for her being here. Thank God for my church family. Amen. Church family. For those that decorated, they know who they are. Clean up, parking committee, parking detail, the greeters, the ushers, the choir, those that occupy the pew. I thank God for you. And I thank God I have some friends here all the way from Dallas. First, and we became real close friends because their daughter was going to Sam Houston, and we created a friendship, amen, for life. First, I want Elder Wright and his wife to stand all the way from Dallas. They come every year to do revival here at the Galilee Church. Praise God. Thank God for making that sacrifice. Amen. And we have someone else here. Brother Deacon Jimmy and Missionary Janet Richardson, all the way from Dallas. Amen. Amen. He not able to stand, but she can stand. You else can stand. Amen. The daughter, Janisha, was a member here while going to school at Sam Houston. Amen. We became friends for life. Praise God. We thank God for everyone. Help me. Amen. The First Lady of our jurisdiction. Yes. Thank God for our First Lady of our jurisdiction. She's not here, but Lady Tate, God bless her. Amen. We just thankful for this day. My wife, she had taken care of some catering for everybody to be taken care of today. So please do not leave here home. It's a great catering here on today. We thank God for the great word that came forth today. Trust in God, and God has brought us a long way. Amen. God has brought us a long way. Amen. Those who don't know, after we've been in our home about a month now, closer. Amen. And everything is better. Can we just say better? See, I'm the one that I don't believe in buying trash cans. And I had the same trash can for about 93, I believe. So you should invest a lot of money in a trash can, just put a trash in. But since God has blessed, amen, my wife saw a trash can that she wanted, so I'm going to get it. And all you got to do is just go by it and wave at little razor. Can we say that? Amen. So we thank God for this day on today. And thank God for all of you that came and turned aside to help us celebrate this day. God bless you.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. I was listening to Lady Barbara. She said her dad, superintendent, you know, and then your dad was, man, it's in your blood.
That's all right.
And a lot of people think this is easy. It is not. Because you suddenly become the pastor to your friends. They've got to have somebody that they call. Everybody keeps thinking that a person is always highly saved. No. And sometimes when we want to take, I told my mother, man, she had me so mad, I told her, she said, Johnny, you are so saved. I said, I am not. She said, yes, you are. I said, Mother, then I want to pick you up, turn you upside down, shake all the money out of your pocket. She said, son, see, you got alter egos too. Y'all keep looking at me. If you're in the flesh, you got an alter ego. All right, I see your faces. Was it really Jesus or was alter ego who said, let this cup pass?
That's right. All right. Come on.
You see, we got another side. And you got to continue to fight that other side. The Bible says there's a war between the spirit and the flesh. And so that's why he has to have somebody on whom he can depend.
That's all right.
Because you can't tell everybody how you feel.
Come on now.
All right? Because the minute you get through telling them, they won't forget when you forgot.
I know.
So you got to have somebody who you can tell and not have to hear it again. God bless you. I want to invite Superintendent Cooper to make another appeal. As the jurisdictional bishop, my job is to try to help the local church. If the local church doesn't survive, the district's not going to survive. That's right. If the district doesn't survive, you know, there'll be no jurisdiction.
Okay.
And so I'm committed to try and do everything I can to help him, help his district, and to help these gentlemen. I can assure you, if there's a pastor in the jurisdiction that I talk to as much, other than the administrative assistants and the people who help me immediately, it's this gentleman right here. I have called Pastor Hadnot as much as I have any pastor who is not in a very elevated position. And he'll remember several years ago, I told him I wanted to get to know him.
You did?
Yeah, that's right.
And so the job of a leader is to reach all the way down.
All the way down.
Not always the folk at the top.
That's right.
Sometimes the greatest help he can give is folk at the bottom. And I need people to understand how important they are to me.
Yes.
The only way I can do that is take time to show them.
That's all
I
right.
thank God for your relationship. I thank God for your personality. I want you to help me, help him. Lost his house, we helped with that. He's still struggling. He wants to do things here at the church. You can help me help him do that. Amen. There's nothing you can ever give in the name of Jesus that you won't receive something in return. I just need you to trust in the Lord, because that's what giving is about.